Now, in our Purchase or Pass segment this week, we check out another potential investment property in the inner city. Now, to make it more interesting to everyone around the country, we take the location as a given, and so we're really trying to concentrate on the finer details of the buying decision. Now, this property is a 2-bed, 1-bath unit with a garage and a security block of 18 units. It's 7.3 kilometres from the CBD and less than a kilometre from the heart of 2 neighbouring suburbs. It's recently transformed by a designer renovation, and so there's absolutely nothing to do. Now, the unit is at the rear of the unit block, and all rooms open up to a quiet and leafy balcony. Now, the block has an outdoor pool, and strata fees are approximately $1,000 a quarter. So, what are your initial thoughts there, Arthur?
Well, Chris, I was going to ask you, it's a large block, and I know you do a lot of work in these sort of developments, so what's your view on large block and...
Yeah, so look, I've never really been a fan of large blocks. The main thing is it's just really hard to get decisions made, and generally there's the lifts, pools, gyms and all that kind of thing. But on a positive thing, there's always a grey area. This is only 18 units, so it's not that much more than the normal 12 I'm going for. It's not a high-rise, it's a walk-up, and so you generally don't get all those costs. So look, something like that I'm not overly fussed about. I could get over that.
And do you think the in terms of the balcony and the multiple access to or different entries, do you think that helps with this
that's absolutely perfect, because so many people these days, they want to live in a house but they can't afford it. I mean, this is what, it's $740,000 and you only get a 2-bedroom unit. So if you get some outdoor living, I think it's north facing, so it's nice and sunny. Yeah. It's perfect.
And what about the strata fees? I noted they're $1,000 per quarter. That seems high. What would you expect to pay?
And look, I guess the pool's another thing that's in there. This pool I don't mind too much. It's an outdoor pool. It probably wouldn't be heated. It's going to be reasonably low maintenance, versus you've got one with all the jacuzzis and the rest of it, and lifeguards and that kind of jazz. The strata fees are pretty expensive. Normally we'd be paying about $600 or $700 or something. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly up there. So you've really got to look to see what your money's actually paying for there. Yeah,
and I think the other thing is this one's already renovated. So again, if you've got an investor who wants to pick something up, they can put straight into a rental. It's got a pretty good return. But if it's someone who wants to add some additional value, well, that's going to be pretty hard to do.
Yeah, so there's always pros and cons. So as you say, it all depends on that individual person. Yeah. So what are your thoughts, purchase or pass on this one?
Look, I would probably pass, and it'd be on the basis that it's got a couple of things that probably sway me against it.
And look, my thoughts are pretty similar. So I think this is a very appealing unit and easy for people to fall in love with because it's already been renovated. There are a number of potential negatives with it being a big block, having a pool, no chance of adding value and high strata fees. Now, individually, I can get over all of those issues, but added together, all in one unit, then I think there's too many downsides. So whilst I have looked at buying in this block, on this occasion, I'm going to say pass.